Upshare in Africa. Nivukile. Today I want to speak about these terrible things that I'm seeing in Limpopo, in Limpopo Primary School, where learners are going into foreign-owned tuck shops, looting them and destroying the goods. I'm asking myself, when is the community going to stand and defend their children? And also, why is it that the government seems to be dragging their feet in sorting out this issue of tuck shops in the township economy? Why is it like they don't care? Is it because it's not their children that are unalived? What is going on with our government? I also want to speak about the statements made by the Democratic Alliance against what Cyril Ramaphosa said in Russia, saying that, Putin is our alliance, he's our friend, we stand with him. While the DA is saying, listen, we didn't sign for the government of national confusion for this confusion. We don't support Russia. They can easily support Israel, they can easily support China, they can easily support the USA, but they don't support Russia. And the DA is making it clear that they're not going to dance to the tune of the ANC. I also want to speak about the crazy scenes that I saw there in Northwest, and this is in Moses Kotane municipality. What is going on there with Usis Gugu? What? Guys, I've seen things in meetings, but this type of behavior, I was so disappointed. And Colin Malaji says that the ANC Youth League is making big changes. The youth is back in the conversation and they are driving the economy now. Everyone is reporting to the ANC Youth League because they are there reviving the Youth League structure of the ANC. Is this true? I don't know. Let's talk about that and much more.
Welcome to King Said So, Africa's one land, one language, one currency, one army on King Said So. Africans can unite. Your Pan-Africanist podcast. Enjoy.
Blackheart, the hustle continuer. Made to inspire your goals and dreams. 100% good quality clothes are now available at affordable prices. T-shirts, hoodies, sweaters, bucket hats, and more. Place your orders now. 06847366908. Instagram Black7576. Facebook page Blackheart.
Peace in Pan-Africanism to all my African brothers and sisters from all around the world. Welcome back to King Said So. I'm your host, Kagiso Hlongwane Zinjiva Sono, and we're back at it again with another one. It's been a tough 3 days for me. Not been well physically. Yesterday I couldn't even record content for you guys, but we're back. Hopefully the body can carry us through these few videos that I must cover tonight. I am very disappointed that our community gets to a point where primary school children can think that they need to take action into their own hands because parents, community, and government are failing to do the right thing. This issue of foreign-owned tuck shop is not a difficult issue for government to sort out. They can in fact call a state of emergency where all tuck shops must be closed. They can change and amend rules when it comes to the township economy in 2 weeks, 3 weeks in parliament. They can do so many things that can save lives, but they are simply not doing it. The question is why? Our children must now feel the need to risk their own lives, go into the tuck shops, do crazy things like taking the stock, looting the stocks, throwing it in the streets, and destroying the goods. This is the type of new generation that you want to build. The generation that knows that is taught that this is how you display your anger, when things can be sorted out on a political level and easy decisions can be made that can solve this situation. This child, 10 years from now, when there is electricity, what do you think they're going to do? You're going to strike. 10 years from now, when there's no water, what do you think they're going to do? They're going to strike. 10 years from now, when there's no jobs, what do you think this type of child is going to do? They're going to strike. This is what the problem with our community is. Our school system teaches our children what to think and not how to think. And I've been repeating this many times for you guys. We've got parents that don't know how to think, but they know, they have been taught on what to think. Now they are transferring that type of energy to our children. The township economy can be taken back into the African hands. But we've got lazy politicians, we've got lazy community leaders, we've got lazy community forums, we've got lazy everyone that don't know what to do. And on top of that, then the community is divided. Others say open the tuck shops, others are saying close the tuck shops. Why is the community divided? Because there's no proper authority, leadership in their townships. A child can do this in primary school. What can they do in high school? What will they do when they're in varsity? A child cannot, the parents cannot think of creative ways that can solve the problem. High taxation for the shops. There's so many ideas that we have that can solve this problem. That can even make it difficult for someone coming from Pakistan to say, I can't open a shop in South Africa because of 1, 2, 3 rules. Not I can open a shop in South Africa because it's easy to do 1, 2, 3. It starts with the corruption. It starts with us South Africans giving these people fake documents. It starts with us giving them permits. It starts with us taking bribes. It starts with us South Africans. We are the problem. We don't want to solve our problem. And now when our problem are overlapping to other countries, we don't know what to say. But anyways, you guys will tell me what you think about this issue. I'm very disappointed that our children, I will be very sad in my heart if my child is also in primary, the eldest one, coming back from school happy that he looted a shop and destroyed the stock there. And not all of them are gonna destroy the stock. Some of them are gonna eat their children. Let me stop there when it comes to this topic. Guys, let's go to Russia. Russia, I saw a clip where Cyril Ramaphosa was speaking and the Russian president and the Chinese president were busy discussing there. How disrespectful is that? And this brings me to my point that I say that Russia and China will never look at South Africa as equals. In fact, as long as Africa remains divided, no other countries, global east, global west, whatever, no other countries will look at us as equals in whatever United Nations, in whatever thing that we are involved in with those developed countries. They will never look at us as the only reason Russia and China are there is because of the minerals that they get from Africa. And South Africa is one of the bigger economies in Africa. You need them. You need Ethiopia, you need Egypt, you need Ghana, Uganda, you need Nigeria. You need definitely the DRC. They're all going to fall in there somewhere. Why can't African countries unite? Why can't we close our borders without being told to export out of our country? And let's see how long Europe will survive. How long the Americans will survive. Africa can survive perfectly without any help of any other continent. We are not importing essential goods, needs. We are importing finished goods, luxuries, and all of those things, but we have all the raw material we need here. So for me, when it comes to the BRICS, it's good, yes, because you need some type of competition to what the Americans are doing and the West there in Europe. But as long as it's not African unity, for me, I don't fully support the idea. And I see a lot of people, yeah, let's support Russia, let's support China, let's support. I'm like, yeah, we'll always be behind them. We support them at their terms. We don't support them on our terms. Yes, it's true. Russia and China have never colonized any country in Africa. But I'm not sure if you understand what I'm saying. In that agreement of the BRICS, whatever Russia and China does not want will not happen. You understand? They control the direction of what is happening there in the BRICS because they are the two big economies, especially China, which is, I think, the biggest economy in the world, if not number 2. So for me, yeah, Russia and China, yeah, you know, our president is presenting there, and they are talking in between. So disrespectful. We don't do that as African people. When someone speaks, we listen. But anyway, it's fine. Let that story continue. Guys, what happened there in Moses Kotane municipality? Who is this lady Ugugu Letu? What is she doing? What is she doing? And let's quickly watch a short clip of Ugugu showing us flames here. What is going on here? Look at this.
Yeah.
Look at this. Look at this.
Application
now I don't have all the facts about what is going on here. I'm just watching someone's behavior, someone's body language. I'm just watching how these people are behaving in meetings, you know. And some I have to say this without being sexist. Some ladies, they know they can behave like this because nobody can physically remove them. Even though security came and there was a whole baka, everything happening there, but you can see the difference when security removes a man and when the security removes a woman. You understand? Because women, like, I can do whatever I want. Nobody's gonna tell me. Nobody's gonna. A man tries to do that, other men stand up and discipline that man. No. So for me, this ANC cadre is very disappointing in her behavior. You guys will tell me what you think. I was so disappointed when I saw this. I was so disappointed. Hi, as in, and I saw that the MK is having their own briefing there. It's not related to the Northwest story or what the MK is doing. I'm just saying something out of my heart. Nobody can make me hate the MK. As equally as nobody can make me hate the EFF. Nobody. As a Pan-Africanist, those two parties and the ATM and the National Colored Congress, I will support those parties. I'm forgetting someone. Who else? Who am I forgetting? Yeah. I will support those parties without any condition because most of what they stand for and believe in aligns to my Pan-Africanist agenda. So I will always support them. So my EFF supporters, fighters, I voted EFF. You will never make me hate the MK. And the MK people, with this respect that you guys are preaching and you guys are saying, let's respect and love each other. At the end of the day, we must work with each other. You guys can never make me hate the EFF. It's impossible. And I think when Africans get to that maturity level when it comes to political differences, that our political differences does not make us enemies unless if you have sold out like the IFP. when you are the IFP or you are Rise Mzansi, there you have sold out. But even still then, as an African brother, we still have hope that your conscience can speak to you and uzobuye endlini. Yabona, uzobuye ekhaya. So I don't have hatred towards the progressive parties. The differences are there. Obviously, there will be some fights. This one is taking, this one is members, and all of those things. But at the end of the day, when everything is said and done in 2029, is that who is going to win? The Democratic Alliance or the Democratic Alliance with other sell-out blacks, or we're going to have a situation where the progressive parties are united. That's something that is very interesting. Going back to that issue of Russia, because I skipped it. The DA does not want to support the Russian government, but and I've said it so many times, the DA are hypocrites. They can support China and not and ignore what is happening in Taiwan, and support Israel and ignore what is happening in Palestine. They can do whatever they want whenever it suits them, and they are saying we must sit down for a new policy. Sorry for going back on this story. We must sit down for a new policy that we can agree on this government of national unity. But the ANC is dragging their legs in terms of that. So at the absence of the new established policy, then you cannot cry when the ANC continues as if it is normal. Because the ANC does not have a new policy that they can submit themselves to. So if they've got no new policy, obviously the old policy then rings. It's like saying we're going to change the constitution, but we don't change it. So as long as we have not changed it, the old constitution still stands. It's as simple as that. So the DA can be as angry as they want. John Steenhuisen and Gokzil can make all these crazy statements that they want, but on paper there's nothing that is agreed with on this besides the statement of content. That's the only thing that was signed. So when are these people going to sit? Paul Mashatila is saying 16 December is going to be a national dialogue. The ANC, the Democratic Alliance is not happy about that. They are never happy about anything anyways, those ones. So bayapora. So I'm happy because we told the ANC, don't work with these people. Rather work with the EFF, rather work with the MK, where your policies almost aligned to these people. Your land policy, your workers policy, your international policies, almost all of them, they are identical to what the EFF and the MK is saying. The same with the ATM. So I don't understand why the ANC had to go into this trouble and create this emergency of a government of national unity when there was no crisis whatsoever in South Africa. They were shooting only with 11% to form government, but they chose to call all of these 100 parties, Namapantiti, everything was called in so that they can form government. And look at now the type of trouble that they have. They were not going to have these issues. Where he should have went with the MK and the EFF. But anyways, Colin Malaji, the ANC Youth League leader, says things are changing for the better for the ANC Youth League. They are now a youth league that is full of action instead of talking. Listen to this.
Look, Tina, in 1 year, we're able to bring back the youth league into the map. We're able to organize there's never been a match bigger than what we've organized of the youth league in the history of the youth league. We're able to fill in stadiums of anniversaries. We're able to have engagements with stakeholders. For the first time in history, we had SAFA in Little House. We call it the SAFA leadership in Little House to account on football in South Africa. We call the Rugby Union to come and account on the rap. It's us who've been doing all of those things. We're speaking and practicalizing them. We call controllers and all the kings. It has never happened. It is our youth league that brings all stakeholders, kings, chiefs. We are now going to call religious leaders. I'm saying the style now, it's more practical. or not a youth league that speaks and there's no action. When we say something, we do it tomorrow. We say something, we do it tomorrow. We follow up. We've got a team that sees and say, we have left this and this and this, let's do it tomorrow. Now, we're a youth league that people can still reinvest back in and support, because we're a youth league that will bring change in this country.
Now we have come to the era of politics where organizing the biggest march is an achievement. Yo, organizing the biggest match, calling SAFA to come and report to us about soccer, calling the rugby union or rugby facility or whatever to come and report to us, it's an achievement. Now we're going to call these people, we're going to be calling all of these people to yeah, Colin. So it shows you just how limited minded our leaders are. If organizing a match is the biggest achievement to them, this is the biggest match that we have organized. The biggest match, right? Hundreds of thousands of people marching. What was the outcome of that match? That is what you must measure. What was the outcome? You called SAFA. You called SAFA to do what? To explain what to you? What is it that SAFA explained to you that is going to change the lives of African children? Colin Malachi. What is it that is they guys? I don't know. I'm so disappointed in that statement. But anyway, what do you expect from a Fikile Mbalula protege? What do you expect? Colin Malachi has got an empty head inside. They can't think, these people. But anyways, I just wanted to play that clip and ask you guys: is organizing a biggest match for youth today something that we can measure as an achievement? And that is why I said my heart got broken when I saw those children in Limpopo looting and taking hands, striking almost. Is the same thing that I told you. If the child can do it at that age, they will grow up with that mentality, thinking that things like striking, organizing a match will solve anything, not understanding the economical impacts that they have. That's why we say children must come to Paseta. We must educate our children in Paseta properly about proper politics. Paseta will be also doing political schooling, teaching our children, conscientizing them properly in the right way to do politics, and also a legal way to do politics. We call Paseta legal minds, where we'll be training our children how to attack things legally. Some other things you don't need to go to the streets for. You need to go to court and keep people accountable. You need to go to court and keep councillors, mayors, and premiers accountable in the courts, where you can win a big fight instead of burning tires there in the streets. There is a time for everything. You need to be strategic. So you need to send your children to the Pan-African School of Economics, Technology and Agriculture. And we are saying we need 10,000 people to help us build this school. I told you guys, there's good news. Today is Friday when you guys get this video. So I said on Sunday, I will be giving you guys great news, but I don't think I can wait for that long. So Saturday morning, the first video that is going to drop for you guys, make sure that you are tuned in. Rather also, Friday night, I'll be going live. Friday night, let's make it late, 10 o'clock. Friday night, 10 o'clock, I'll be going live on YouTube. And I'll try to get my other phone and go simultaneously live on YouTube and what you call that thing, TikTok. But I'm promising you guys on YouTube that I'll be live on YouTube to drop the big news Friday night, 10 o'clock. If you missed that, you will catch it Saturday morning, about 9 o'clock-ish in the morning, where you'll be getting the great news about Paseta. We have done it, ladies and gentlemen. We have done it. Everything is sealed and signed. So we have done it, but I will announce it tomorrow properly for you guys. Thank you for your prayers. Thank you for your contributions. Thank you for your belief. Thank you for your faith. Thank you for your words of encouragement. I can safely say now that Paseta, after 3 months, now we are getting off the block, and you will get to understand why I'm saying that tomorrow. I would like to thank the team of Paseta. I would like to thank the team of Paseta, the founding members of Paseta, who are doing an excellent job behind the scene that you guys maybe don't see them and don't know them so much. And I would like to thank the advisory panel for helping us with our profile, and we're still actually finalizing that. It's just this week I got sick and disturbed. And we are also thanking the strategic partners for all the information that they are giving us. We thank the legal minds, and we thank the marketing team. We thank the IT team. We thank Paseta Namibia. We thank you, Paseta Uganda, Paseta Angola, Paseta Lesotho. Thank you so much for everything that you guys have done for us here in Paseta. We appreciate the work, guys. And if you haven't yourself made a contribution to Paseta, please make sure that you support this African dream of building a Africanized curriculum school, private, independent African school for African children. Please make, your contributions to the school. Until we meet again, don't forget to pray. After you pray, stand up, African child. Do your best so that God can do the rest. Peace in Pan-Africanism. I salute you.